Okay. I think it's working.
It's working now?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, on Twitch.
Okay, stream is working now? Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, Tank Talk says the stream looks good.
Oh, excellent. Okay. All right.
That was
I don't know what
helpful.
happened before. Okay. All right. Because
Yeah.
the other program is still not loading for me, but that's fine. So I don't know. Let me quickly check LinkedIn and see if LinkedIn is okay. And then okay, it looks like LinkedIn is okay as well. Yeah, okay. All right. LinkedIn is working as well. All right. Okay, so yeah, looks like Twitch is going. Okay. All right. So yeah, so if we can possibly create a really foundational function, right? Just a function like this, then that means that like this something like this could have very, very broad applications, right? Across all data teams, right? Across all heck, even the web app teams can use a function like this,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, so depending on how like lightweight and how fast we can make it, this could be really really game changing for a lot of teams. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, but what do you think? Do you think this is something we can actually do? Could we actually make a function like this?
Yeah, of course we can. I just feel like, there's some context that needs to go into it. I mean, of course it's sort of like what I feel like I've learned is like the prompting is really important. So giving just two strings and asking, if they're different, I think we'll still of course get a result, right? But just, I don't know if we'll get that good of a result as, if we gave it more context, then of course it does better, right?
Right. Well, no, 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 no. So, so,
Yeah.
so as part of the function would still have the same prompt that we've been playing with, but the inputs, right? The inputs are the two strings. So the two strings would be like, A and
Oh, a
B.
JSON string or a
I mean,
name or even.
or it could be JSON string, uh,
Uh,
right? But like
oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I totally agree. This is way better than string matching function. It is human-like in a sense that it could find possible matches between names and lookalike usernames. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
so,
think
so
that
but so do you think this is something we could actually do though? Right? Like, could we
I
actually
think
create
so. I
this?
think so. Yeah, I think so. Like except like two strings could be JSON. Of course. I mean, it seems to even do okay, even if it's a broken JSON, right?
Yeah,
So
even if it's broken JSON, it doesn't
it's
it
like
doesn't
a
care.
whatever.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
just
care
give me
what
two
this.
blobs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that exactly. That's why I'm saying it's like it's just a string. Like to the LLM is just a string. Um,
Hmm.
so so yeah, and I think that's one of those things where we might want to play with this the last thing a little bit more to see if we can get some other different use cases out of it. Um, but anyways, that's just some deep philosophical things I was thinking about as I was waiting. Uh,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
this is definitely something that if this is something we can do and if it works well, uh, it might lead to
Yeah.
something. It might lead to something.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, let's go back to our use case. So one of the things we didn't do for our old use case is we didn't try. I don't think we tried to like we didn't have as many counter examples.
For examples,
So like we didn't try to like I think hold on a second. So we didn't have as many examples that would like intentionally be wrong. So let's say okay, so like let's change this
mhm.
to I think we had this as 95. Oh no, no, this one was the 93 one, sorry. So this was the one where the year was different. I want to try Oh, okay, here. I want to try this one.
Mhm.
Okay. So we have here. So the email is just J Franklin, right? 1974. So this one is a completely different name. So we have James Franklin, right? So I wonder what it will do, right? So like, will it? Because like the email you don't know if this is J is Jennifer or James. So like, what is it? How is it gonna know which one is correct? There's a
Mhm.
comment. However, LLM outputs are text strings. How do you convert the text strings into Boolean, i.e., true or false for matches for close match? Oh, okay. So here's how we would do it. You can fine tune the LLM to return certain values. So like you can fine tune it to only return true and false as strings, and then you obviously read that as a Boolean, or you have it only return 0 and 1. So you can fine tune LLMs to have like a very specific output. Okay, so let's copy and paste this one and see if it's able to like what it will do if it will pick James or if it will pick Jennifer. That's strange. Look,
The name does not. Yeah.
the username James Franklin does not match the target email. I feel like that reasoning is off,
Huh?
right? Would you agree with this reasoning?
Yeah. The target is Jennifer, right? Or Jen,
What?
and
No, no, no.
then
The target is just J
oh, I see.
Franklin.
It's boyfriend. It has no
So,
name.
so the target, you don't know if this J is Jennifer or it's James. So that's why I wanted to see what would the LLM do, because when you look at matching one, it says the initial J could stand for Jennifer, right? So I think this logic is correct.
Mm-hmm.
However, why doesn't it say that the J could stand for James?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what I was
Yeah.
expecting,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like as if like the result of match one over
Impacts match.
impact
Yeah.
match four, right? Let's
Yeah.
okay, if that is true, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put James first.
Mm-hmm.
It's a question. I wonder if the LLM model is biased by the numerous mentions of Jennifer in the prompt. Okay, yeah. So I'm wondering the same thing, but I don't know if it's biased based off of the number or if it's based off of just the order. So that's why I'm gonna put James first and see if that changes its bias. Um, all right, let's see.
Mm. The
Okay,
name
so
associated is
associate this profile is James Franklin, not Jennifer, or any other. Since the name does not match, the profile can be considered a weak possible match based solely on the similarity between name and email. Okay.
the
Uh,
name is
uh,
not James or any other. It could still be possible.
yeah,
Okay.
see, this one, it still says it's a possible match,
Uh-huh.
right? Wait, match two was, so first one was Jennifer, second one was,
The
first one
first is
was
James.
James, second one was
Yeah.
Jennifer. Okay, so, and the third one, do not share any common string except Franklin, which is a common surname. Also, name asserted this profile is Jennifer Pearl Franklin, not James or any other variant, given that there's no similarity in the username construction. Oh, see, so I like this, but the email and the
Mm-hmm.
name match is unlikely to be a match.
The name
Okay.
doesn't match either. This is it
Well, so
likes to
that's a,
talk about the name matching, but it's
yeah.
never word.
And then this profile has username Jennifer P. The email address and the target is J Franklin. There's no clear similarity. Very good. Yeah, it keeps mentioning James or other variant.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the last one, this profile is this, indicate hence the usernames shows the same string Franklin but differ in the year. Yep. Also, name associated is Jennifer Franklin, not James or other. Okay, so I think that answers it, right? It's not how many times James showed up, but rather that James was the first possible match.
Mm-hmm.
So it is influenced by the order of the possible matches that we give it,
Mm-hmm.
which strangely enough is almost a human quality as well.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
think about it, like if you were first given just the target profile and one possible match, you might just have this innate bias that like, okay, Jay Franklin means James. But I'm not sure what a
Mm-hmm.
human would do when they see James Franklin and then Jennifer Franklin. Would they correct their initial bias and say like, oh wait, yeah, Jay could just stand for Jennifer, not James.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correct. It seems like it mentions both, even till the end. It was like,
Yeah,
oh, this and this. Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
hmm.
So maybe, do you think a temperature has to do with? I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe we can regenerate this and see what happens if we generate it again. Okay. All right, so this time it's different. Okay, match one, James Franklin with the username James Franklin 1974. This could be a possible match since the email address in the target profile has the same numerical suffix as the username 1974. However, the name does not match the initial J provided in the email. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Franklin with username J Franklin. This could be a possible match. Okay. However, the full name does not match and there's no numerical suffix. Number three, James Pearl Franklin, username Franklin. This is unlikely a match. Yep, that's fine. Match
Okay.
four, username JP. This is unlikely a match. That one's obvious. Jennifer
Mm-hmm.
Franklin is unlikely a match because of numerical suffix. Okay, so I think this time we did better,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it was able to say likely match, and then unlikely for the rest.
Yeah, it stopped mentioning that. I don't know, the name matching or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. It didn't get too caught up on that.
Mm-hmm. It
Oh, I like this.
is worth noting.
That
The
numerical
birthday,
suffix.
graduation year, other significant. This is okay. It's difficult to say. What the significance is? Yeah.
Right, but the fact that like it recognizes, I mean, so like, we just put like when we were creating the fake data, I intentionally picked a year that like could have resembled a birth year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
didn't think about like other possible years.
Yeah.
So a graduation year, I never thought about that. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
possible,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Another
Yeah.
significant date, right, could be like anniversary,
Mm-hmm.
right? Anniversary wedding date, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, actually, another year. I didn't think about this before, but it just came to me now. I remember my younger sister had like a fake birth year in one of her emails because when she
Mm.
was like 16, she needed a different year to be 18 to sign up for like the different
Ugh.
services.
Ugh.
so
Oh,
she
wow.
had like a fake birth year right? And she used it everywhere.
And she still uses it,
No,
huh?
I don't think she uses it anymore. I mean, she's well over 18 now, but like she had one, right? Like she had
Uh-huh.
like a fake email with like her fake birth year, and like whenever you go to like a website and ask you like how old you are, she would use that year, so that she could be over. Oh no, not over 18. Was it like I forget how old you had to be for like certain websites, or like I think you had to be like 16 or something. I forget, but like
Uh-huh.
she was younger than that, so she used a different year to make
Wow.
herself like old enough to use the website. Um,
Uh-huh. That's funny. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, but probably birth year and graduation year are probably two like very
Yeah.
significant years, right?
Hmm.
Or
Yeah.
or or like a child's birthday, like your first child's
Hmm.
birth year, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
It could be
maybe.
possible.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Year or, day, month, for the birth date. Um,
Yeah, right. But the fact that
yeah.
it does use it, which kind of makes me. I mean, so the other thing is we did not in the possible matches we did not add like birthday in the possible matches.
Hmm. Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
we didn't add a a DOB. Should we try that?
Oh,
Should we try like a DOB? Uh, let's do right. Should we do something like this and then? Oh, actually, let's maybe do this. Let's change the format,
mm,
right? Wait. Let's change up the format and see if it can catch that.
are we gonna have a target DLB?
No, exactly, we're
Or
not.
let it assume, let it make assumptions. Yes,
Yeah.
19.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think that's like the whole point. I feel like is
Mhm.
very interesting. Is like when your target and possible matches are just
Yeah.
completely different, right? I
Mhm.
feel like that's like the interesting part.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Mhm.
let's just do a different day. And then let's just use the same one for this one.
375? I don't know.
Huh?
Oh, 1993. Yeah, that one's a
No. So
1993.
this
Yeah.
one, what I want to do is I'm going to leave the username 1993, but the
Oh, I
DOB,
see.
right,
Is this more
I'm going to use
aligned?
the same.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'm just going to do this.
Mhm.
I'm just going to do year,
Okay. Okay.
right? And just forget about, yeah,
Mhm.
and just see how that goes.
Mhm. Muddy the water. Yeah.
Exactly, right? Make it very,
Yeah,
very messy.
graduation day for one. Yeah, and then DOB for the other.
Yeah, so if we make it very, very messy, right? This is like really, really dirty data. So how well
Mhm.
can it do? All right, so target profile only contains an email address. Initials JF could potentially stand for James Franklin or Jennifer. And the year
Mhm.
is this. Okay, excellent. Match one, Franklin James Franklin with username James Franklin 1974. Username contains 1974, which matches a year in the target email. However, the initial J in the username does not match the initial J in the target email. It does. That's wrong.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
But it still says it's a possible match, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Jennifer Franklin with the username J Franklin matches
What
the
does
initials, last name, and target email. However, the birth year does not match the birth year. Ooh,
isn't it the matches? It
it
matches.
does
Yeah.
match, right?
Yeah.
Let's double check that. Yeah,
14.
1974. It does match.
Yeah.
Okay, so it got that wrong. Number three, username Franklin. Username does not contain initials or the birth year, making it unlikely to match. Yep. Username JP. Username does not match. Contain initials or the birth year, making it unlikely match. Okay. Username contains last name, but the birth year 1993 does not match the year in the target email, making it unlikely match. Ooh.
How come we just ignored that
Okay, yeah,
DOB?
it just ignored it, right?
Uh,
Huh. All right, let's try
oh.
regenerating it.
Mm.
Okay, this
Verdict.
time it gave more. Oh, I like this. It like gives a reasoning and then a verdict.
Verdict. Yeah.
Ooh, but it says unlikely match for.
Likely.
I think this is likely,
Does
right?
not match any part of the target email address. Oh, okay. It kind of flopped. It flipped
Yeah.
the. Uh,
Yeah, this is also supposed to be a likely match.
mm,
Well, at least this one says no match. Okay, so that one's fine. This is no match, that's fine. And this is no match. Huh.
okay.
It's as if
That's
like it
right.
got more strict in like the matching.
Yeah.
Like it
It
went
kind of
from,
didn't.
you
Yeah.
know what like if unlikely match is like the closest to matching, I guess it's okay.
Uh,
So, huh.
oh, yeah. It is confused.
Yeah. And it's so different from the first time we generated it, right? Like,
Hmm.
let's try again. All right, so now I think it's a possible match. But does not match the year. It is not a certain match. Huh. But it makes no mention of the DOBs that we put in,
No,
right? I would have
no,
expected it to, but it doesn't.
no, yeah.
We, so,
Huh. Maybe it doesn't know what to. Yeah. Mm.
well, it does look at the year, right? Because it like sees that.
The username from the username. Huh.
Right, but it still sees it, right? In this one as well. It says does not
It
include
sees
the
it, but
year.
not the DOB field.
Yeah. Like why doesn't it look at the
Huh.
DOB field?
Maybe it's like, give up because I'm looking at email, so I only look at username, and so
Oh,
not
you think that's what it
DOB.
is?
I
I
don't
mean, it's
know.
possible, but the first time it looked at the DOB, right? Even though it's
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's third time's a charm. Let's try regenerating it. It seems to have a high degree of variance. Like these are
Mm-hmm.
extremely different responses, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes when we regenerate, it just gives us like almost the same response. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it contains username, James, same year of birth. Okay. Look, so this time it matches.
Mm-hmm. Or they
Yeah.
just
So right. So that's good. All right. So this time it saw the DOB,
mm-hmm.
but it still says unlikely when match two
Yeah.
was
I
supposed to
mean,
be
it
a
actually
possible,
matches. Yeah. Yeah.
right? So Franklin, the year. So we got the birthday. So this time we had the birthday in the match. Doesn't correspond. Therefore, it's unlikely this is a match.
Mm.
Okay. So this time it got it read the birthday this time. The third time. So it's very strange that it didn't do that before.
Mm.
And this is completely wrong. This logic is completely wrong.
Yeah.
So,
1993, 1997. Yeah. Oh, I don't
hmm.
know. Yeah, not very reliable. I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's so off. It's
Yeah.
that's so fascinating though that like when we added in the DOB, it like threw it off,
Hmm.
right? Like it's almost like it did better without it,
Yeah.
right? Like it did better with less data.
Hmm. Less input data. Well, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like you would think that it would do better with more data, but it did
Hmm.
better with less data.
Yeah. Too much noise or something.
Too much.
I don't know.
I
Too
don't
much
know.
noise.
It is. I mean, maybe you're right. Like the attention mechanism. Like I'm not sure how much it actually can like quote unquote like pay attention to it, right?
Hmm.
So maybe it's too much noise, or like the analogous of noise. Um,
Mm.
huh. But that is weird, isn't that? Okay.
Hmm. I mean, I think we seem to do better when, I mean, there's a lot of implied comparisons, right? Because our target profile here is really just the email.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like we did better when the target profile is like has more fields, you know? So it's able to kind of literally compare these fields. Um, but here our target profile is just like very small piece of information. Um,
Right. Okay. So
I don't
do you think we need to try the inverse where the target profile has three fields and the possible matches just have one? Is that what you mean?
I don't know if we would do better, for example, if we add DOB. I know that's what you know, we avoided last time is to add DOB to the target profile, but I wonder if it would clarify things if we had DOB in it.
Well, let's actually not do DOB, but let's just put year,
Or your yeah, yeah.
right? And let's just put like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it would do better because this is kind of confusing.
Okay. Let's give it a try. Uh, okay.
How much do you
All right. So
your
that's
profile?
good. All right. So this is likely a match. That's good. Reason number two. J. Franklin contains the initial J and surname Franklin, and matches on the year and target profile. However, the name Jennifer does not match any part of the email address. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, but it doesn't give me a reason. It doesn't tell me if it thinks that match two is yes or no a match.
Oh,
Right? It gave me
yeah.
some stuff, but it doesn't tell me if it thinks it's a match or not.
Missing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
It's missing the
anyways.
verdict.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Any part of the email address.
yeah, so it puts it in the notes, but yeah, again, it's not, it's missing a verdict. Or maybe it's coming afterwards. Hold on, let's finish.
Mhm.
Notes. Oh, here, okay, here's the summary. Okay, so one and two
Oh,
are possible matches. Yep, and
it
and
can
the birth
be
year. Number three, it's a possible match, but the name does not match any part of the emails. And four and five are unlikely matches. So,
do not have any part of the address. Okay.
I think that's good. I think you're right. By putting in, um, by putting in this year, it sort of helped it out.
Mm. More explicit or something, yeah. The target is more explicit.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it never got this. Like I could have said that this was a possible match.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. It's talking about how the email doesn't match and then stop there.
Yeah. I mean it doesn't match, right? That's the thing. I mean it's
Mhm,
it's
it
hard, it's hard
doesn't.
to tell, right? So like when a human looks at that, right? When a human looks at Jennifer Franklin, Franklin 1993 and then the DOB is 1974, do you match this?
Hmm.
Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's also yeah. Yeah, you'd be like, where does 1993 come from? It's too right. It's very distinct from each other. It's very different.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
I think this is
I bet
well
you though, if you put a graduation year, like
instead of just year.
1990 or something like like yeah 1990 what 3 or a class of 1993.
Uh
Then it would be
you
it would
mean
be like
like
oh
put
yeah.
like this? So you want to do
oh
graduation year? Is that what you mean?
oh no, sorry, in the target, but
Oh, in
then
the
maybe that would be too,
target.
yeah, but maybe that'd be too
Oh.
easy.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
that's yeah, that might be a little
I
too
don't know.
easy.
I,
Well, okay, hold on. Let me try this first. Because
Mhm.
I thought this is what I thought you were saying, but I mean it wasn't. But it's
Okay, let's try it. Let's try
I'm
this.
gonna
Yeah.
put graduation 1993 here, right? So that
Mhm.
this way will it see that this 93 was the graduation year, and therefore I'm not gonna I need to ignore it,
Associate it. Yeah.
right? So like will it know that? That's interesting.
Very subtle. I know.
I mean it is very subtle, but if a human can read that and think about it and reason that way, then maybe the LLM can too.
Mhm.
Okay. This time interesting that it repeated the DOB or it repeated the profile.
Mm, yeah.
All right, let's skip to it's still writing number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't say anything about the graduation
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Oh, and this time the reason at the very end it just picked one match
That's true. Mm.
as opposed to like each of them being likely matches.
Mhm. Oh, temperature. Because we didn't
So
change match 1 or 2.
yeah, yeah, we didn't change
Yeah.
match 1 or 2. So yeah. Well, no, no. So sometimes it will say that these two are likely, whereas this is I think the only time where it said that match two is the most
True.
likely. Like
Oh,
it only picked
oh,
one.
most likely. Yeah.
Right? I think every other time it gave like multiple matches.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a,
Match.
that's a very very strange thing. I'm not sure. I'm not. I actually wait. Let me double check our prompt. Did we say determine which profiles could be possible matches to the target? Right.
Yeah.
So we're not looking for the most likely match.
Mhm.
We could have multiples.
Mhm.
Yeah. Eh,
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how yeah, how reliable this is. This is
I mean,
wildly,
yeah,
you know?
I don't think it's very reliable. Um,
Yeah.
oh, but you know what? This actually gave me an interesting idea for a prompt. Hold on a second. I'm gonna
Mhm.
copy and paste this, and I'm gonna try this as a prompt. Oh, where's the? No, why is it not copying? Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. You are an entity classification function. Uh, your inputs are two strings, and your output is a boolean. If if the two inputs are possible matches, you will return true. So,
Mhm.
and then
We have to
I'm
adjust
gonna,
the target. Mhm.
huh?
Oh, we may have to adjust the target. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I'm
Okay.
gonna say string one,
Mm.
and then I'm just gonna say string two, and then I'm gonna get rid of all these. Or no, I won't. Yeah, yeah, I'll just get rid of all these.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
So what I'm testing out here is that, like, what if we don't treat it like a person, but we treat it like a function? Like
Mhm.
how will it act?
Mm. I see. I will return true.
Okay, actually, so if we do this, I think we need to say example, and then we will say output true, and then okay. So now let's do this for real. Let's take away this, and let's copy a different one. Let's copy this one. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So we gave it an example and what it should output, and I don't know if it will follow that, but let's see. Oh, okay. So the second example, output false.
Oh, does not match in your field in string two. The year 1973 does not match the graduation year in string two. Huh? Oh, okay.
uh,
Cool.
I think it's just making up some stuff now.
Yeah.
Huh. But either way,
Yeah, what
it
why is
didn't. I think I need to change my prompting a little bit. So maybe I'll say All right, here is an example. Okay, uh, this is your input.
Mhm. Oh, we could just put dot 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 for the example. Well, anyways,
What do you mean?
we could probably simplify the input with on line 916 to 920. Like it could just be replaced with like dot 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 because it could just it's arbitrary, right? Uh, I don't know if like
Oh, I
things
see what you
appear.
mean. Like
Yeah,
we should just
like
do
yeah,
this,
yeah. I wonder if we'll be happier, you know, like
and then maybe we'll do output like
yeah.
this. Okay,
I don't know if they'll
right. Just to give it the example just gives it the format.
format. Yeah.
False.
False.
Okay, excellent.
What?
But it still
That's
has an
true.
explanation.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we did not give it that, I'm gonna retry maybe the second one. All right, let's try this one. Uh-oh, why is this thing? Okay. Hmm. It still said false.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's
It's
being
the same, but
nitpicky.
that is not enough. Okay.
Let's regenerate that one.
Um, yeah. Oh, not really.
Hmm.
Too much there. Direct match. What happened? I thought it would.
I think actually, so here's maybe something else we can try. I'm going to get rid of email. I'm going to get rid of all of the labels.
Mm,
Because I'm wondering if it
okay.
got too stuck on the fact that, like, hey, these are different fields.
Mm,
Yeah, see, now this is true.
cool. Yeah. Even partial. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Huh. So this time it was able to match it
Cool. Yeah.
just by taking away the
Yeah.
field names.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's like, oh, this is a partial email address, right? Instead of like username and
Well, it's almost like a weird thing, right? So by giving it less data, right? By not giving it the field name, it has to now like it's almost as if like it now knows that like okay, it can't be an exact match. So like where are the partial matches?
mm-hmm.
Right? Whereas
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
if you are given a field name, then you're like, well, if this is a field name, then this is supposed to be a field, so therefore I should be
Mm-hmm.
looking for more exact matches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think perhaps right. It's like you call it out, so it's making very tight comparisons or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. That's good to know. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
let it figure it out. Let it figure out if it's an address, right? Let it figure out if, you know.
Wait, did it assume that it's a
I mean,
birth?
that's
Yeah,
probably what we, yeah, that's actually not unlike how we see things, right? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
things pop up and we're like, oh yeah, like the values match, but then sort of exactly their labels, you know, it's like, it's probably a typo, right? Like,
Yeah,
POP
yeah.
and the graduation probably have flipped. We justify them to ourselves
Yeah. Well,
because
so
these
so
are
th
more unique anyway. Yeah, these are
right.
unique
So if we think
values.
about like, that whole function example, or what I was talking about before, like, if it really is just like take in two different strings, I guess it would be able to do something like this, right? And if
Hmm.
the strings just contain the values and not an actual JSON,
Hmm.
right? Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hmm. I think that is
yeah.
very
It's
interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So we're out of time. Let's maybe wrap up. We can go over a little bit, I guess. Or do you have something? Do you have somewhere to go right now?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Let's take 5 minutes and let's wrap up some thoughts, and then maybe we can play with this some more on Friday. So this
Hmm.
this this prompt is very different from what we've done in the past, right? So in the past, we always treated the LLM like a person who has a job, and if they don't do the job, they get fired. but but this one, we're talking about like treating it like a machine, like a function. And it
Hmm.
still acts kind of like a person because it was fine tuned that way, right? It gives the example and then it gives like a some verbiage.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but I think we could try both, like different ways of prompting it to like act like a person or act like a function, and seeing it like if it does different things. Uh,
Yeah. At least it feels like there's less variability in the formatting of like things, right? Because like as human, it seems to jump,
mhm.
right? Like the format that output format.
Well, this was a different problem, right? So the first one was one target and then many profiles,
Hmm.
whereas this function was just string one, string two. So it's a
Yeah.
slightly different problem set, right?
Yeah. I was thinking like when it's a human, it's like, oh, sometimes it gives like the verdict, right? And
Hmm.
sometimes it gives the verdict at the end or something,
Or
and
like a
then
summary.
bullet points or like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sure. Some people respond in bullet points and some people respond in paragraphs.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And it
Yeah.
like does different things. So,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we could play around with this. I never really thought about it. Oh, human versus a function, how
Yeah,
it may. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. We I mean, cause it does really well with like programming, right? Like if you
Hmm.
ask it to like actually write a function, it actually
Hmm.
like does pretty good. But only in Python. I think the other languages it doesn't do very well in. Um,
Hmm.
but anyways, yeah, we can maybe try some of that next time, and see if we
Hmm.
can see if we find any differences by treating it. I guess if it's a function, we have to terminate it if it doesn't do well, right? Instead of
Yeah, we have to delete it.
we have to delete it.
Delete the code. The repo will be
We're gonna delete
removed
your repo if you
from the
don't succeed.
organization. Yeah.
uh,
Roll back.
we're gonna roll you back.
Yeah.
uh, oh man, that's actually kind of funny. I almost just want to like just put that in right now.
Yeah, roll.
Uh,
You will be
if
rolled
you
back.
do
You do not
not
perform.
perform your function well, we will
Roll.
roll back your
You're
Your source code? Like, I was just trying to figure out like what would you say here? Uh, let's just quickly try this and just see what happens. Uh,
If
I,
it will say something, it will react.
I don't know. Like I wonder if it will react to that. Uh,
No,
no, okay.
true is yeah.
But it did give true, right? And then explanation and then
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it will comment on the whole source code thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Privacy and
anyways.
security of data. Yeah, yeah.
uh, all right.
Yes. Cool,
Okay,
cool.
all right, cool. Let's call it a night. Happy Wednesday, happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you
Happy
guys on Friday, right? Yeah, we'll be back Friday.
Yeah.
All
Be
right,
back
bye.
Friday. Valentine's Day. Bye.